Remember the former things of old, for I am God and there is no other. I am God and there is none like me. From Isaiah 46. What happens when you forget? What happens when you forget, when memory fails or deceives? It happens, you know. There is no person more loved than the one who remembers that they are loved. It's a practice, a spiritual practice, this remembering. And it is found all throughout Scripture because, well, God knows we forget and need reminding to remember. And when we do, when we forget, we let the anxieties of the moments that life strings together for us win. This practice, it forges a choker strung with beads of bad, unresolved memories that tighten like a noose. So different than the adornment that gratitude and blessed remembrance forge. There is no person more loved than the one who remembers they are loved. And there's no one more insecure than the one who forgets. It is 1,000 times easier to hold on to and remember the anxieties and the challenges of the moment than it is to remember when we have been loved, held, cared for. Our focus becomes riveted on the action plan to deal with the consternation rather than remembering when one has embraced the sunset, kissed a tree, or smelled the earth receiving rain. Beheld by beauty, a memory of reconciliation, of the love held in the eyes of one's pup. Dr. Edie Eger, psychiatrist and Holocaust survivor, says, "The heart remembers what the mind forgets." End quote. And I will add that the mind remembers painfully and sometimes falsely what the heart forgets. And soon it all coalesces into one blurry memory. poetic writings of Lois Hunt, celebrated Nelsonville resident for her writing. Late in life, she struggled with memory. The life of the woman ebbs. I remember the house where I was, now floating up towards starlight, now gazing down the deep water, distorting time and memory, distorting remembrance and regret, distorting never and always. She recounts the embraces. The doctor straggles in, the relatives gather. The bits of memory wander in and out of focus. Grandma, what could that mean? Who is this half-grown child calling me back from my grave, from looking at eternity? Yes, child, what is it? Her own grandmother had said that 67 years ago, and she had stood by her bed in that funny room. Where was that room? What she had asked, she couldn't remember. What her grandmother had answered, she couldn't remember. But the sound of her voice coming back from some far away to say, yes, child, what is it? Oh, she remembered now. Goodbye to that child, girl and woman. She was her grandmother now, and then gone before she could really take it in. A quote by Tennessee Williams: "Life is all memory, except for the one present moment that goes by you so quickly you hardly catch it going." End quote. Life's traumas act as a memory eraser or a memory solidifier or a memory falsifier. What is to be done? Heal. Dr. Eger, whose pain experienced in Auschwitz helped her develop coping strategies that have helped millions. Her quote: "Here you are in the sacred present. I can't heal you or anyone, but I can celebrate your choice to dismantle the prison in your mind, brick by brick. You can't change what happened. You can't change what you did or was done to you. But you can choose how you live now. My precious, you can choose to be free. End quote. Easier said than done. Dr. Eager again. We don't know where we're going, and we don't know what's going to happen. Just remember, no one can take away what you've put in your mind. End quote. I would add, yes, no one really knows where they're going, unless someone whose power is beyond ours has made the coordinates clear. For us, those GPS coordinates here are refreshed as we remember. And when he had given thanks, he broke it and said, "This is my body, which is for you. Do this in remembrance of me." From 1 Corinthians 11. Do this and remember. Shall we do that? Gather at the table of the Lord and remember together. But more than that, receive and be recreated on this All Saints night with all saints gathered together. Lionel Hampton, jazz musician, said, "Gratitude is when memory is stored in the heart and not in the mind." End quote. And I will add, and is stored powerfully together as we commit acts of remembering and receiving food for the heart and soul together. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and do not lean on your own understanding. In all your ways, acknowledge God, and God will make your paths straight.